sad I let her go before she brought it before we could talk to her about this, but she's working on a video on this today. And this is the alleged conservative premier of Nova Scotia, Tim Houston, banning people from the woods. Now, you know what? I'll give my thoughts after this because I'm of two minds of this, but I think this is the climate lockdown overreach. Now, there are ways that they could make this palatable, but they are not budging on it. So let's hear what Tim Houston has to say. And this is because of the extreme forest fire risk.
Effective 4 p.m. today, we're telling Nova Scotians, stay out of the woods. We are restricting travel and activities that really aren't necessary for most of us. Hiking, camping, fishing, and the use of vehicles in the woods are not permitted. Trail systems through woods are off limits. Camping is allowed, but only in official campgrounds. The fine for violating any of these bans is the same as the fine for the ban on burning, $25,000. And if you're a smoker, for God's sakes, be mindful of where you're butting your butt out. If you don't, and you cause a fire, we will hold you accountable. So what does this mean if you have a home or cottage surrounded by a wooded area? Yeah. We strongly encourage you to stay out of those woods, regardless of where they are. Please don't do anything that could unnecessarily put you, your family, or your neighbors at risk. This situation sucks. Summer is one of the best times in Nova Scotia, and we all look forward to getting outdoors and enjoying our scenic beauty that surrounds us. I get that, and I'm right there with you as Nova Scotians. But you can still go to the beach. In fact, that's a great place to be on these hot, dry days. Just no bonfires. If there's a short trail to get from point A to point B, like from the parking to the beach or to the lake to fish, that's fine. But that's it. No heading into the woods to spend time there. I know it's inconvenient. I know it's the height of summer vacation and people want to do all the activities that we so much enjoy in our great outdoors. We have a beautiful province. I know everybody wants to enjoy it, but we have to stay out of the woods. It's a small price to pay right now to avoid the kind of devastation that we saw from the wildfires in 2023. Nobody wants to go back there.
I'll let you go first, Lise. I got lots to say.
Okay. Well, what Tim Houston is saying here follows a disturbing pattern that we're seeing across the country of Canada, in that the Canadian public is prohibited from using public lands for whatever reason because of safety. Okay, safety. Oh, it's unsafe if you go into the woods. Oh, it's you this might happen or that might happen, and we've seen it like now. First in Nova Scotia, before that in British Columbia, with public beaches being closed to regular British Columbians to abide by some First Nation ceremony or something like this. We're seeing this replicated with Tim Houston, and when he said, this isn't necessary for somebody like me, who's roaming is an absolute necessary part of her life. Okay, this is just something. If you know me in life, you know this to be true. I am a freedom roamer. Okay, I like setting out with no given path and making it up as I go and finding the best case scenario. And lots of times it's straight into the woods.
Yeah, we're off grid.
We're completely off grid. We are a couple of women, okay, Rebel fam. We're a couple of women that can survive off of nothing, be at our absolute peak, most feminine, with no modern conveniences whatsoever. Me and Sheila Gunn Reid can just tootle off and have the best possible time with absolutely no supplies. Now, this isn't to say that we don't take precautions. I have fire suppression devices in my van. I have a fire blanket and a fire extinguisher just in case I should encounter a fire on the road. But people in large part are very, very careful about making sure that when they go out into the wilderness, they take out what they bring in. They will leave no trace that they were ever there. And I think what Tim Houston is doing is punishing the entire population for the actions of some bad or not careful actors back in 2023. But I do not like this trend, Sheila Gunn Reid, not at all.
Yeah, the Justice Center for Constitutional Freedom says this anti-freedom policies is extreme, violates charter protected freedom of movement.
Yes,
Yeah, it's section 6 and makes no sense at all. Hiking on trails and driving on off-grid roads in the woods doesn't cause fires.
that's right.
The government can ban smoking in woods and campfires in woods, but cannot ban Canadians from enjoying the woods. Now, I'm going to say something even worse. He went one step further. He said, if you live in the woods or have woods on your
Near
property,
you.
you should stay out of those, like in your own woods. Like Lise will tell you, I'm surrounded by the woods. I live in the middle of a hay field, and then to the other side is woods. And to the back is woods. I am where the grassland crashes into the boreal forest. And that is quite literally my backyard. The hell some politician is going to ban me from my own backyard over my dead body.
That's right.
He also said, no hiking, no fishing. My shoes are going to start a fire.
Yeah,
My
your
fishing
your
rod is
fishing
gonna
rod,
start a
your bait. Yeah, your
Yeah.
bait. Well, careful,
Um,
careful, everybody. You might start a fire on the lake, according to Tim Houston.
and let's be real here. There are some fire risks that he could mitigate, right? Without going all this way.
Right.
You could ban ATVs from the woods. I have incidentally seen a forest fire this close from leaving the ditch and claiming a forest as dry muskeg fell off the tailpipe of an ATV, and within seconds it was out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one thing. So you could say, yeah, ATVs out of the woods, no fires in the woods. Okay. But you're going to ban me and my hiking shoes from the woods? No,
Yes.
forget yourself. By the way, most of these fires are started by arsonists, as
That's
we know. And
I
so
was just
what are you're going to ban the people who care and love the woods from the woods. You know who's going to continue to go to the woods to light fires? Arsonists. You should double
arsonists.
ban the arsonists.
That's exactly right. And if and when those arsonists are identified and caught and charged, they should be forced to pay a fine of whatever it costs to fight that fire, plus the
And then some.
$25,000, right?
And
Plus
jail.
the $25,000 fine. So this brings up a really good point. In other parts of the world, Austria, Belarus, Estonia, Finland, Iceland, Latvia, Lithuania, Norway, Scotland, Sweden, Switzerland, and the Czech Republic, there is a law, and it's part of their charter. It's called the freedom to roam, or the right to roam, where public lands,
I want
lakes,
that in the
rivers.
Alberta Charter.
Exactly where I was going,
it.
Sheila Gunn, Reid. Exactly where I was going. So there is an implied law that says anybody that is a citizen of those countries can roam wherever they want. Of course,
On
this
public
doesn't
lands.
on public land. This well, even private land, if it's not a business or if it's not actively
Oh,
being grown or
don't
cropped
roam
or
onto my
anything.
land. I'll tell you right now, don't roam
Well,
my way then.
well, as a farmer, I think farmers over there have to post, no trespassing or no roaming, whatever. This
Yep.
is just how it works there. But there are laws that protect the freedom to roam, and I think that in Canada, and especially Western Canada, when we are developing the rules for our new country, we must consider one of those laws. Otherwise, we have people like Tim Houston coming in. Or we have people like Stephen Guilbeault coming in telling us, well, you were prohibited from this area because you were an inherent safety risk just by breathing. So
Yeah.
no
Well,
thanks. No
and
thanks to
yeah,
this.
I'm not taking caring for our public lands advice from the people who perpetually oversee the mismanagement of our public lands to the point that they keep burning down.
That's right. We should
I
talk to
didn't
Tim
do
Houston.
that.
We should talk to Tim Houston about his forest management. See what he's done to combat this since 2023.
Look inside
2023 was
yourself, Tim. Look
look
inside
inside
yourself.
yourself. What have you
Imagine.
done?
Imagine telling me to stay out of my backyard. But he told Nova Scotians, look, if you live you live in the forest, stay out of the woods. No, that's how you get me in the woods more.
Don't you dare step foot on your own property. Or we could fine you $25,000. That would be the day. Anyway,
That'll be the day.
the people of what was it? Nova Scotia are we talking
Nova
about?
Scotia.
Yeah, people of Nova Scotia should think long and hard about what Tim Houston just said to them.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's an alleged
And how he's
conservative.
infringing on their rights.
Yeah,
Like Doug.
Doug.
Yeah,
So there's a
Doug.
different brand of conservatism, basically from, I want to say, Portage La Prairie East.
Yeah.
It's a little different than what we do out here. Um,
Libservatism is what it is.
it's something. I don't know what it is. I think it's very like UK conservatism, and we're
Mm,
more American conservatism. I
yeah.
think that's probably it.
Yeah,
Um,
there's a big difference between Western and Eastern conservatives, like a huge difference. It's a cultural thing.
yeah.